Hi everyone, and welcome to Trivia Competition. Um, Welcome all of the Twitch chatters, all of the YouTube chatters, everyone from Facebook and LinkedIn. My name is Marek Martusewicz, and today I will be your host for the competition. So, without any further ado, let's start. Okay, first question. How many labeled examples are needed to create a fine-tuned model? 50, 100, 150, or 250? 15 seconds left. 5 seconds. Do you know already? Actually, 250. Okay, let's go further. Question 2. What was the generative AI products used during LabLab AI hackathons? Easy one. Generate, embed, classify, GPT-3, DALI, classify, none, or Whisper Me Journey, generate. 15 seconds left, and remember that higher are scored answers done quicker, right? 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Of course, it was generate, empt, and classify. Okay, so question 3 out of 19. What does coheres classify do? So, does it organize information based on its contents, creates definitions, rewrites text keeping the original meaning, or summarizes text? Coheres classify. Do you know already? Five seconds. Okay. So of course it organizes information based on its content. Question 4. What does coheres generate do? So the more general one. So it's does copywriting tasks, or it paraphrases text, extracts data, or summarizes text. 10 seconds. 5, 2, 1. Time's up. Of course, all of the answers were correct. Okay, so question number 5, I think. And remember to answer as quick as possible. Where is Cohere headquartered? Is it Seattle, USA, San Francisco, USA, Montreal, Canada, or Toronto, Canada? 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and of course it's in Canada, in Toronto. So, question 6. When was Cohere officially launched? So 2015, 17, 19, or 21? What do you think? Chatters? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Do you know? Yeah, it was last year. Question 7. We're not even halfway there. Who founded Cohere? Was it Jeff Bezos with Elon Musk, Aidan Gomez, Ivan Zhang, and Nick Frost? Or was it Bill Gates and Melinda Gates? Or Simon Pegg and Nick Frost? Do you know? 7 seconds remaining. The emotions. 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Of course. It was not Jeff Bezos. Okay, question 8. Which major tech company partnered with Cohere in late 2021? Amazon, Google, Microsoft, or Apple? So, chatters, what do you think? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And of course, it was Google. Almost halfway there. Cohere builds for everyone who wants to use NLP to make our digital lives easier and more productive. What does NLP stand for? Natural language processing or neural language programs, native language programs, or never leaking processes. What do you think? Never leaking processes? Or natural language processing, neural language programs, or native language programs? 2, 1, and that's all. Of course, natural language processing. You can't be fooled. Dear chatters, okay, 10 out of 19. Does Cohere provide API for language processing? Pretty easy and pretty straightforward. Yes or no? 10 seconds more. 5 seconds. And of course, it does. So, next question. 11 out of 19. Do you need to have any machine learning background to build with Cohere API? Yes or no? What do you think, chatters? Of course you don't. 12. What models is Cohere API based on? GPT, BERT, random forest, linear regression. And if you already answered, you can type in chat. How do you like trivia so far? Is it too easy or too complicated? What do you think? Give us some feedback. And of course, it's GPT and BERT. So, next one. Lucky 13. What are use cases for the Cohere API at the moment? Content moderation, customer support, copywriting, search. For me, this would be one of the easiest ones, but I'm curious, what do you think? Of course, all of them. So, question number 14, I think. Now. Okay. What architecture are large language models based on? Transformer, LSTM, GPT-3, or MTNLG? What do you think? Of course, Transformer. And number 15. I'm smart because I saw the questions before. So, Sandbox is a data warehouse repository, collection of experimental open source GitHub repositories, data mart repository, or data lake repository. Okay, I will read it once again as we have so much time. Data warehouse repository, collection of experimental open source GitHub repositories, data mart repository, and data lake repository. That was the longest one. And of course, it's B, collection of experimental open source GitHub repositories. You all answer correctly. Wow. So we're almost there. What type of conversations can be analyzed in Cohere? All. Or audio-based conversations such as phone calls, audio messages, or social medias. All topics but politics and religion. Text-based conversations such as emails, chat, and social media posts. So, of them, either audio-based conversations, all topics but not politics and religion, or text-based conversations, A, B, C, or D. Yeah, it's D. Let's go further. 17 out of 19. What type of data can be analyzed in Cohere? So only structured data, only unstructured data, both structured and unstructured data, or Cohere does not analyze data, only extracts it. So only structured, only unstructured, both structured and unstructured, or Cohere does not analyze data, only extracts it. 3, 2, 1. Of course, both of them. So, one but last question. I guess exactly 18 out of 19. So, which industries does Cohere support? I will give you a hint. It's a really simple one. Technology, or software, or financial services, or healthcare. You can type in chat if you think also it's really easy. Yay, all of them. And last question, but not least. On what Generate API is trained on? Is it all of the images art from the internet? Or is it specially selected group of academic topics? Or is it a vast amount of text spanning all topics and industries? Or history of sports? Remember to choose your answer, not type it. I mean, I love it when you type it in the chat, but time's up. And of course, it's answer C. So congratulations to Lasher with 484 points. Number one, you are the winner of today's trivia. So actually, thank you very much for these 20 minutes. It was really nice to play around and put your mind out of code for a second. Thank you very much. That's all from me, and we welcome you to join all of our other content we prepared for you today. So stay tuned. At 3 p.m. we will start further. See you.
guys. Nice to meet you. Hope you have a great day today. Hope you are enjoying staying with us in our hackathon. Now, yeah, I know that you are working hard and you spent a lot of time with your computer, with sitting positions. So I propose to you now wake up and have a form of a body. So if you are sitting, you can sit with your table, just like take a comfortable position, close your eyes, and take a deep breath with your nose. And exhale with your mouth. And again, inhale. And exhale. And one more time. And exhale. Keep eyes closing and make a slow movement with your head in the one way. And the other way. Now slowly open your eyes and rise both of your arms up. Here, take a deep inhale and with your next exhale, pull down one of your arms, straight one side of your body and the other side. Very nice. And if you are sitting now, so please stand up and take a table pose. Here, take a deep breath and push back your hips to the child pose. With your next inhale, come a little bit higher and rise both of your arms as much as possible behind your body. Slowly release and take a sit position again. With the next inhale, comes up. Put both of your arms on your hip and push your hips forward as much you can. Slowly release. Again, child pose, and from child pose go to your upward facing dog pose. Here, all your weight have to be with your arms on your palms. Stay here for a moment. Take a deep breath again. Then bend your elbow and go to the cobra pose. Straight to the up dog. Cobra pose and up dog and cobra pose, up dog, again, very nice, one more time, and with your next inhale, prepare your toes and go to the downward facing dog. Here you can bend your knees and stay for a few deep breaths. And with your next inhale, go to the table pose and down dog. And table pose, down dog. And again. Very nice. One more time. Good. Back to the downward facing dog. Raise your right leg up and put it between your palms. Stay here for a moment. And after that, raise both of your arms up. Slowly release. Take a deep breath here and back to the down dog. Raise your left leg up and put it between your palms. Raise both of your arms up. Slowly release. And back to the downward facing dog. Take a deep breath here. Put on your mat both of your knees. Push back your hips and stay in child pose for a few deep breaths. Slowly release. Now you can back to your sitting position. Again, close your eyes. Take a deep breath here. Rise both your left knees. Twist your body here and inhale, change the side. Left palms to your right knees, twist your body. Slowly release, again inhale and exhale. Circle movement with your head. One more time, and other way. Slowly release and open your eyes. Thank you so much, Kat, for your time to be with me on my yoga break. I wish you success, and we will see together on the interviews with participants. So we will see together, and now I wish you a good day. I will look forward to your submissions, and I wish you also a lot of energy. Goodbye.
guys, and welcome back. And we are back to you with our team interviews. And now we have our first team. Hello, happy to have you here. Can you quickly introduce yourself? Tell your team name. We do
Sure,
not. Yeah,
uh,
cool. Continue,
sure.
please.
My name is Hamza, and I'm from Team Saftec. We are from Pakistan, and we have different members, including male and female members. Currently, we are working on machine learning fields like AI classifications of images, which includes people, cars, different kinds of objects in it. So yeah, we have joined this competition to because nowadays AI is advancing day by day. So we are here to advance the generative adversarial networks so that we can interact with them and generate apps based on the GAN technology.
Okay, can you share with us your background from where you come from for the hackathon?
Sure, I came from Azad Kashmir, a state from Pakistan. Yeah, and I'm a part of a research lab called Control Automotive and Robotics Lab, situated in Mirpur University of Science and Technology, which is funded by National Center of Robotics and Automation. And we are quite working on autonomous self-driving vehicles and different kinds of startups, like order food online or metaverse. We are working on metaverse too, like you develop an virtual environment of the real world so that the people can remotely access your area, etc. things.
So you do have some AI background, right? Before the hackathon.
Yeah, even I have made different kinds of projects based on AI, like like the autonomous vehicle detects its lane, its path. Or I made a system where the classifier can classify the bread, like is the bread burned, or the bread is partially burned, or the bread is uncooked. So I made a classifier on that too, using the transfer learning, like GoogleNet.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah, I just want to ask, is it your first AI hackathon? Have you ever had experiences with some kind of competitions?
No, actually, we do had competitions in the like in our country. We used to go to different universities to participate, but this is our first experience as an online. As an online competition, we have participated for the first time.
Great.
And how about your team?
In,
Did you meet here on our lab server, or you know your team before?
yeah, basically, my team includes my research labs members, which are Fakra, Asmajbin, and Faisal Riaz, my team lead, our research labs lead, principal investigator, and other my research lab fellows.
That's great. Dusty?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we can talk about your idea. Do you have already idea? If yes, so could you please tell about it more for us?
So we couldn't hear you properly.
Yeah, we just asked about your project idea. Do you already came up with the idea you want to build during the hackathon with your team?
Yeah, basically, we were having a meeting on it on this afternoon about the ideas, and there are several ideas shared by my team, and we are considering some of the good ideas on it, that which one we should go for. So that will be decided by tonight.
Good. Just make sure that you do not have so much free time to develop the idea, right? So, like, be fast, and in case you need some uh, like help or approve from mentors, feel free to reach out to us, and we'll find you the best people who can help with exactly your idea.
Yes.
Sure,
And
sure.
Do you want to ask more questions
One more, just one more.
Okay.
Happy to have you here, and I have a question that I ask every single team that come to the interview. And you come here, to build with AI, and you have some AI background. Why did you choose to work with AI first of all, like as your probably main line of your career, and also what makes you passionate about this technology?
Yeah, actually, the current world is advancing to the fifth generation of computers, which is AI. And basically, AI is inspired with the most advanced creature in the world is mankind. And most of the AI is inspired by the humans, like human inspired. Even if you watch the machine learning algorithms, or you watch other AI, some fuzzy rules, everything, even the models are mostly human inspired. The training models, they are mostly human inspired. So in the future, it is predicted that most of the things will be based on AI. AI will be, handling all such things which are currently handled by, the mankind. So if you understand AI better, then you can be in the market in the future too. Like we are in the market in the present time, and through understanding AI and be better in the AI and understanding it, we can make our position in the market in the future too, like we are making in the present.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you that it's like the same word that I usually have in my mind. Yeah, that's they can replace human, they can help us like to make our tasks better. That's correct.
Basically, the issue is that there are many scenarios with when you put human to some kind of this kind of efforts, like human gets sick, and while my field is autonomous self-driving vehicles, so the human drivers, more than 80% of the on-road accidents happens due to the negligence of the human drivers. They are on call, they are sick, or they are sleepy driving, or they are drunk driving, due to which the accident happens. So if you put machines in it instead of humans, then it can generate more input, and it can save time. It can save time, and it can be more safe for us than if you put the human drivers for that job. So, this basically, this is idea which also comes on other fields, like in the factories, or in the
Yeah,
development industries, wherever you take it, or in the education.
yeah, absolutely agree with you. Well, that was the last question. We are waiting for next team. Thank you so much for being with us for this short but very productive,
No,
I'd say, interview. And if you need any help, reach out to us and still wish you success with work on your project.
Yeah, thank you so much. We look
thank you so
forward
much.
to see your submissions. Yeah,
Thank you.
good luck.
Perfect. Bye, and we'll come
Bye
back in
bye.
1 minute, literally, with the next team.
Sure.
You too. Goodbye. back, guys, and we have now the second theme, which is mental health. And as I noticed, is the third time on this hackathon, on like Lab that we have team with the same name or probably with the same. I'm not sure that you're the team leader, but probably the team member of the team. Hello, and tell us like briefly, how are you today, and how is the hackathon going for you?
Okay, I'm gonna start first. Well, for today it's great, and we have just like finalized everything. And this is actually the first time like that I have discussed with the mentor before the interview session. So I'm pretty excited with our progress this time, I guess. And moving on, Isabel and Risha.
I'm also very well, and I'm also very satisfied with how we are progressing right now. We are using the conversion sandbox to build upon, and it's going quite well so far.
That's great.
Talking about me, I joined I guess the last in the group. Like I joined today only. I guess for 3:30 IST. I don't know what's time for other time zones, but yeah, just like you can say 5 hours, 5 to 6 hours before. But love the team and the mission we have and the mission and vision we are working on right now. The concepts and the brainstorming sessions are amazing, and we are able to like come up with some different ideas, even ideas which might be very different in terms of from a business model, also not just from a theoretical model. So yeah, loving the process.
That's very great. And who from your team joined the Lab Hackathon for the first time? Just let us know. Yeah, you're the first. Okay, that's pretty good. That's both of you are first time here. What I wanted to, let's see, did you have a question?
Yes,
or
I have a question. How you met each other, guys? Because yeah, it's mental health. We have the third time. So is it was your idea? Um,
Like, how did you create a team?
Yes.
That was the question.
Yes.
Like, did you meet on our server or did you meet before or how?
No, we actually just simply like click on join team and we just met here. So we wanna like kind of like thank you for letting us meet, I guess. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what's your time
My
difference?
my joining was a little bit ironical because
Yeah.
so I messaged client because I was in the web. She messaged me because I was in the Web3 industry and I wrote in the one of the general channels and said "Ki, like let's work later on other projects which are in Web3. And I wanted to join a team that time, but I didn't have a team and I was having trouble joining other teams. So I just said, "Ki, like, what is the project you're working on?" Then she said mental health, and I was like, okay, that is something I would love to work on because it's one of my favorite areas. And the moment I said it, someone from her team, I guess, was sick, and then she said, "We have a spot open, and you just can hop in," and that's where it happened, and it was amazing.
That's great.
Yeah.
It was a few weeks ago. I saw on Lab that there are teams that I can join, and I read the descriptions, and this one was most suitable to my interests because before doing a PhD in computer science, I studied psychology, and I really liked the mission. So I saw also myself as very fitting to combine both areas here and to make some difference in this regard.
Okay.
Great. I have a question. Is it your name Isabel? Yes.
Yes.
Oh, great. Yeah, because I received notification that you took a part last year in Hackathon and won it.
I won the third place. Yes.
Yes, yes. Oh, great.
There
That's
was
great.
also Matthias and Sandra were there.
Yeah,
Okay.
great.
Happy
Yes.
to have you here again.
Yes.
Okay. That's really great. You just mentioned that you have amazing brainstorming session with your team regarding the idea. Can you share us your approach? How did you, what was special in this session?
Okay, so Klein, you want to go first?
Probably.
Actually, Cleona Chi, but it's okay. You can call Cleona. I think you can go first since you're talking already. Yeah.
Okay, so I guess the best thing that worked for the four of us, that all four of us have different backgrounds coming from psychology, biomedical, mine is gaming and NFTs, and Kristen is like proper Python coding as a developer. So when you get multiple people from multiple fields, the accumulation of the best comes in. So we try to come in as a team in which we can get the best from each fields and just combine it in a way that we can serve the best. So you can tell it like from psychology, since Isabel has some experience. So there comes the cognitive thinking and cognitive experience. I have a gaming startup. So from where I kind of try to embed some aspects of gamification, we can embed it in, so it becomes more exciting for people to talk with a bot, and also feels a little bit humanized. Cleona is from biomedical. She has some amazing skills in Web3 also, and is she has been doing this hackathons from quite a while. So she's like the perfect leader one a group could have. She manages everything very well, and she makes sure that every one of us are on the right path. And as per Kristen, see, he is something like a silent killer. So he knows the tech, and I guess it's the perfect blend
Yeah.
of four amazing people working together.
It's super nice
Yes.
and cute a little bit. Okay. And do you have specific approach to make this brainstorming session effective? Maybe you can even give some advices, for other teams, maybe for future hackathons, how to make brainstorming and choosing the idea and concept extremely effective for the team.
Well, advice, I wouldn't say like advice, but I might say sharing. Because I think having people with the same chemistry is very important. Because when you could communicate fast and you could reach out to them faster, then it actually help you progress well. And of course, we want like an effective team, like not too large and not solo, because I've been like solo before and I know like how large teams work. So having the good size is important. And like this time we met our mentor and he let us know like which brainstorming pathway is actually should be more organized, and then something that we need to choose in the end. So actually talking to the mentor faster is also very helpful if we want to share. Yeah.
And who is your mentor? We just wonder, you may not tell us the name if you don't want. Keep it as a secret.
Oh, he's actually named Skander
Okay, Arjun,
in
yeah.
our team for this time.
Cool. That's great.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. And we didn't ask you about your idea, right? You have around 2 minutes to pitch the idea that you already have. Did you choose? Okay, did you choose the final idea now with your mentor, or are you still like thinking about
Yeah.
it?
We
You did.
Should
Okay.
yeah, we did.
Should I pitch it fast?
Yes.
I can speak very
Yeah.
fast. Okay, so our idea is to create a bot that provides certain therapy techniques, and by certain I mean there is a range of techniques that therapists use, and one of the most popular and effective is cognitive behavioral therapy, and these techniques are generally applicable to any kind of problems. So if you tell the bot, I have relationship problems, or I feel like a failure, or whatnot, it's gonna give you some scientifically proven techniques that work, how to like change your thinking about your problems. And yeah, now we're building up upon one book that I have that is a scientific book from a psychiatrist about, like, we have extracted 50 techniques, and now we're trying to build up like a dialogue with the bot, giving it examples, what the user might say, and kind of which techniques would be the most suitable for different kind of problems. And yeah, now we're on to creating the training data and curating kind of. And as I said already, we are building this on top of the Conversant sandbox. So we are kind of focusing more on the making this experience personalized and specific. So on the training data more on this side than on creating the app and stuff. Although we will try also to apply some gamification elements to make it more naturalistic, humane, etc. But yeah, we, as I said, are using solutions from previous hackathons or people who already kind of contributed with open source stuff using Cohere.
So you are using psychological techniques and Cohere API to create a bot that can like be my mental support if I need it. So it's like more scientific stuff, right? So you're using the book with researches, right, on psychology.
Yes, exactly.
That's pretty good. Okay.
And this is our idea was born out of the fact that there is many people who cannot afford therapy. So this would be something like a first line of help until you are maybe waiting for the therapy because the wait times are also long, or if you cannot afford it. So it should not act as a substitute for a therapist, of course. But people often who cannot afford it just go online and try to search for some techniques to help themselves. So this would be like a more structured way to do it.
That's very
Our
cool.
approach is
It's
basically
different from
like
the previous one. Yeah. Sorry,
you
it's
can consider
different from the previous one. As the previous was like using Cohere Classify, and it was like very general, like giving you which type of therapy. But this time we are using like CBT therapy alone to target everything. Like Rishabh, sorry, just now.
so you can consider it as the first aid for physical health. So that's the same you can consider it for mental health, but it's just that this aid is much more trained. It can give you very good results, and always it has been our goal that like we will obviously take it to a level in which it is the AI can handle, or until then the AI feels that okay, this is under controllable, and then that can be switchable to a real therapist because you don't want to get into trouble.
That's great. Thank you so much, guys, for sharing, and hope to see your submission in 24 hours or more.
I think
More,
it
yeah?
will be more. Yeah, we will
More.
extend the deadline.
That's good. So yeah, see you soon. Thank you so much for the interview. Happy to hear to see you girls like not the first time here, and happy to see you also for the first time. So see you later. And we are moving to the next team, guys, in 1 second. welcome back. We are here with the next team, which is Hyper AI, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Great. Happy to see you here, guys. And now is your time to tell us more about your team. How did you choose the name, first of all, and how did you meet together? That's the most important part, I guess.
Right. So we're basically all three of us are working in this startup based in Bangalore. Startup is called Hyperverge, and so that's how we met. And yeah, so there wasn't much creativity in the name making process. We just took Hyperverge from our company's name and we added AI to the end of it. So that's how we came up with the name.
Okay. Is it your first time you work with AI or your startup is kind of AI based?
No, so we work as AI engineers in our company. So we decided this would be a fun weekend thing to do. So that's why we decided to register.
And
And
how did
also,
you,
three of us
yeah.
are into NLP.
Could you
Yeah.
please
And
repeat?
also, yeah, the three of us are already into NLP, so we are more aligned with the hackathon.
Okay, okay. You wanted to ask something, or I guess I interrupted you? No? Okay. Guys, and oh my God, I wanted to ask about your project idea. Is it something related to your like current job, or you choose something like more fun, just to have a nice weekend here?
So fundamentally, the constraint is that we had to use generative AI NLP for building something, right? So what we wanted to do, it's not related to what we do in our jobs, but we just wanted to explore and create something new.
Okay, great. And is it your first time working with Cohere API itself?
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
how
this
is
is
it
our
going
first.
for you so far?
It's good. So I mean, we have experience with using OpenAI GPT 3
Mm-hmm.
APIs. So currently, while developing the project, we're trying to see what's the best way to use Cohere's API into our product. But yeah, that is an issue because for some of the prompts it's not working super well. But we're just trying to refine the prompts even more to make sure the outputs are what we want.
Okay. And I wanted to ask also about your background. Are all of you is a programmer, or are you mostly like tech people, or you have also non-tech with you in the team?
All of us are AI engineers. We are from the AI team in our company.
Okay, so you have like more technical team.
Yeah.
Cool, cool. And with which idea did you came up for this hackathon?
Right. So fundamentally, what we wanted to do was so one big challenge the world is facing is like how do we parse unstructured text into structured data. And one of the cool things that we can do after this is that so once we get structured data in like a table format or a graph format or something, then you can easily make visualizations using this. So you can convert this into an infographic. So let's say you give some text about a carbon cycle. So we will essentially parse this into relationships using generative NLP, and then we'll basically take this parsed output format and then try to make some infographics on top of it.
Can you give me some examples? Just a basic one example of use case, probably. I'm more from business and marketing side of things. I'm not so technical. I see your the terms you use. It's more technical. Can you just like briefly explain me how it can be used?
Right. So let's take the example of carbon cycle. So like there's many text on how the carbon cycle works, like where it goes, how it goes, you know, through the cycle. So, but this is essentially represented in a text. There's a huge paragraph which explains how carbon goes in this cycle and how it
Okay.
like essentially from one place to another. But this is essentially an unstructured text format, right? So if we want to like make a diagram of this cycle, we will need a structured representation of okay, so it's going from here to here and then here to here and then here to here. So we need a structured output as the um, to be able to make a diagram of this cycle, right?
Yeah, to make the information more consumable. So another example would be, let's say some student is studying about World War II, right, or any historical event. So given a lot of text from that area, What we'll do is generate like very interesting infographics from it. So, for example, there'll be a graph telling chronologically how all the events in World War II went, or for example, if you want statistics from it, how many countries were involved. So you can have like pie charts, bar graphs, or column graphs, or like a lot of other infographics, which basically makes information more consumable for students or anyone who's interested, in a new topic. So yeah, that is the aim.
To start with, we are trying to bring in structure into the whole process. So once we have an unstructured dump of some event or some concept, we are trying to bring in the element of structure through the use of Cohere API. And once we have a structure in place, we'll be feeding that into our infographics engine. And we are looking at what templates we could use for the final pitch.
Okay, great. So we're looking for your final pitch to see it on action, how it can be actually, used. Um, I also wanted to ask you about the challenges you may face during this almost 1 day of working on the project during the hackathon. What was the biggest challenge you faced here?
So currently, I would say the biggest challenge that we've faced is around the prompt engineering part. So, like, where basically we have to put a lot of resources and time into coming up with the best prompts to solve this problem in the most generic way possible, because we can't like change the prompt for every new data that we every new type of text that we input into the system. It has to be one single prompt which works across all examples, right? So a lot of our time and effort went into how to engineer the best prompts for this problem.
Okay. Okay, got it. So it's still like more technical challenge, right? You didn't have any challenges regarding your team, how to manage to work in your team, maybe during the hackathon. Probably you're more familiar with this.
Yeah.
Do you guys plan to develop and continue work on your project, after the hackathon?
Yeah, for sure. So, like, we really like this idea, and yeah, we look forward to taking it further after that.
We see the scope for this is pretty huge. So we are just getting started. We'll see where this takes us.
Yeah. Right now, we're having like a lot of fun building it. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
That's cool.
In our LabLab platform, our LabLab team, we will help you with supporting of your project. So yes, stay with us.
Yeah, but still, I guess it's very good for team. It's kind of team building activity, and still you discover something new together with your team. If you're working together, probably it can be really helpful in this process. That's
Yeah,
great,
for sure.
guys. That's great. Thank you so much for being with us for this super short, super dynamic interview. And we are looking forward to see your submitted project. And for sure, if you need any help, we are here for you. And guys, we'll come back for the next team in a few minutes.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
guys, happy to have you on the stream. And now we have the next team, which is like it's our second before the last team, and it's
Great.
team Santien. San- I have no idea how to pronounce it. Okay, Santien's team, and I happy to have you here today, guys. Please share with us what makes you come here, what makes you join our hackathon, and how is it going for you so far?
Well, I'm gonna start from the last. So far it's been great. Yeah, it's been amazing. I'm having a wonderful weekend. Probably. I usually don't have a very good weekend like this, but yeah, it's good. Um, well, for my background, I'm actually freshly graduated from masters, and this was my field. Machine learning and AI was my field, but I do not have much of the professional experience. So I want to go further with the hackathons, and this seems to be a best opportunity. And for now, yeah, I can meet so many of like-minded people, and in my team, wow, these are good developers and good people, um and also, yeah, I've checked on your workshops. uh, amazing workshops, very educational, and yeah, I can see that I'll be joining more hackathons again in the future.
We will be extremely happy to have you on the next hackathons for sure. Um, can you also share with us how did you meet with your team first of all, and how probably I see that you're from different part of the world, right?
That's right. Actually, we all are from different parts of the world. I think everybody in this hackathon is actually from different parts of the world. More, more than 1,700, right? Yeah, a lot of people from different parts of the world.
Yeah,
Amazing.
the hackathon is pretty international. Every hackathon is like that. So we have like people from US, Canada, UK, and the same time from some Asia's countries. So we have like really diverse, I'd say, environment here. But how about your team? How did you meet your teammates?
Oh yeah, for my teammates, I was actually confused at how we were gonna start in the Discord. I was looking for my teammates, and there was one of our friend teammates who said that I'm looking for a team, and I said, okay, I want to join. If you're looking for a team, I want to join. He had three more teammates, and pretty good, man. I'm really happy that I got my teammates. They're really nice. They're really good and amazing. I'm having a good time.
And are you from different part of the world? I mean, inside of your team, not in the hackathon, but or you are like mostly in one country?
Oh no, we are from different part of the world. Actually, in different countries. I'm in China right now, and one of our friend is from Nepal, and one is
Wow.
from India. So yeah, it's all around. Most of them are Asians. Yeah, so kind of.
That's fine. And how are you like, dealing with this time difference? Is it a challenge for you now to be in such like different time zones?
Well, when you're excited for something, you will never feel sleepy. Yeah, this time. So it's it's 12 a.m. right now in China, and yeah, you can.
Yeah, it's actually a late afternoon here in Poland, where we're based now. Like team of organized. It's really like great that we have so international, people on the hackathon. That's really cool. And I wanted to ask you about the idea So did you already came up with the idea you will work on, or are you still on this process of figuring out what you will do during this hackathon?
Yeah, actually, we are working on an idea. So it goes somewhere like this: that we want to insert code and see how these Cohere API can learn on the code, because mostly what the transformer models, they're not identifier aware. So yeah, our team and us, we just decided to just put in some code, and let's see how it responds to us while it is trained on some Python code. Let's see how it works out.
So what's your idea? You want to make something like code generator?
That's right, code generator. So okay, usually how it works is that you provided a prompt saying that I need this kind of code, and it will generate it for you, just like Codex does. But we are since we do not have a lot of data, and so we're trying to give it something like code completions. So you will add a half finished function, and it will complete a full function for you. Right now we are working on it. I hope we get to the point that it can finish function for us in a very accurate manner. But yeah.
That's cool. Okay, we're looking forward to see the final result, the submission tomorrow's evening, and just to be able to play, with the app you, because it's very interesting to hear the ideas, but the most interesting part is when you have a demo and you can go and play. That's very very funny part. Um, the last question probably I have for you to don't take your time from working on the project is you basically chose the AI as your main line of your career. So you're working in it, you're working on machine learning, and now you're on the hackathon. So what makes you choose AI as your the the future of your job and of your career, and what makes you excited about AI?
Well, many things, because before the era was for coding, the hard coding, and now the era is changing. It's the computer is changing towards the two most in future used technologies. That is AI and blockchain. That's where we are going. And in AI, the most thing that fascinates me is the generative AI. Of course, it gets very much hard. You need to tweak very much of your models, and you need a lot of data for this. But when it comes alive, this generative models, it is amazing to look at, and it is amazing to play with. It's just a passion and enthusiastic that's gonna take me to my future, and I hope I can do better in my jobs in this.
I absolutely agree with you because even me, I work in marketing mostly, and I'm using now generative AI like Cohere and GPT-3 literally every day of my job, and it makes your job not, it will not replace you, but it helps you a lot to make this repetitive task every day, and that's really amazing. Generative AI and the models that are created for now, it's like really cool stuff. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for being with me on the interview. And if you have something to add, feel free to do it now.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for having us, and thank you very much for arranging this hackathon. That's a great opportunity, and that's a great sort of step for me to just go ahead and learn something new, meet some like-minded people. And yeah, the only thing I want to add is keep it going. Keep these hackathons coming. We love it.
Let's do it. Cool. So yeah, wish you success at working on your project. We are here for you to help you in case you need it. And talk to you later. Bye bye. Guys, I will
All
come
right.
back with the
Goodbye.
next team. Hello guys, and I get back to the stream to tell you thank you so much for joining us today and for being with us during this today's stream. Hope it was pretty fun for you to have today a trivia competition, to have team interviews. And I want to announce that tomorrow we have the deadline for submissions, so the midnight here in our European time, and probably just make sure to check with your time zone. What's the deadline time for you? You can do it on the website, or you will see the schedule, and on the schedule you will see time that is adapted to your time zone. And tomorrow we'll have two amazing workshops about how to make a really good presentation and how to avoid the most common mistakes that people do when they try to present their projects. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us today, and see you tomorrow. Feel free to reach out us in in Discord channels if it's needed and if you need our help. And see you tomorrow.